Buenos dias, senoritas and muchachos. Muchachos. It's Rock. This is not simulcast in Spanish or anything like that. I'm just saying good morning. Dig it. Today is the 16th of July. This is your wisdom of the day. What we will be, or what I will be discussing, if you happen to reply back or respond, it is perceptions. Perceptions. What is it? I think everybody more or less knows the meaning of that word, but they don't necessarily know the value of it. Perceptions are the way you see things or the way you experience things. Perceptions is when somebody puts fake puke on the floor or fake dog poo. It's the initial reaction that you see it, you're like, oh, that's poop or that's puke. It doesn't necessarily make it real. It just means that's what you perceive because you're trusting one of your five senses. Mind you, you have five, and in some cases, some folks say you have six. So if you go to maybe smell it and you don't smell that odor of whatever it is, and you know that it's not puke or poop. And if you go to touch it, you see it's made out of rubber or plastic, you know what I mean? Closer examination shows that it's not actually wet, it's more like just a glossy plastic, and then you know that it's not puke or poop. The point is perceptions. Often people do things to us and we perceive what they're doing to have some kind of meaning in it that it doesn't have. It happens all the time. It's called a misunderstanding. But it's important in order to not perceive things incorrectly to use all five senses. And what causes these miscommunications, I guess, would be the fact that we have our experiences in the past and that typically when somebody does something, then it's supposed to mean something else. And that's not necessarily so. A lot of times somebody steps on your toe and they just step on your toe. It's a mistake. And if you don't take it as such, then you get all bent out of shape about it and you're offended by it, then your perception is that they did it on purpose and that you were offended. But you have to take that out of the equation. You have to investigate. You have to ask questions. One of the things that helps eliminate miscommunication as it pertains to the perceptions of the things that you perceive is transference. Try to see things from other angles. That's both literally and figuratively. A lot of times things don't look like, I love those optical illusions. I think I'm going to try and find a video somewhere online of an optical illusion so we can see just how deep those perceptions and those perspectives on things can be from a physical point of view. And it's important that we look at things from all angles to be able to determine the universal truth of a situation, not just how we see it, but how it truly is. Because there's all kinds of theories, quantum physics, that suggest that I'm not real and that we're all made of energy and that we're not really physical. There's just a lot of space and it's protons and neutrons and electrons and it's all held together by a force field, and that's what makes up you. You can't make this stuff up. At least I can't anyway. The point is, there's evidence to prove this. And it suggests that our perceptions of what is real, what is solid, that would be the table, and what is thought is actually more real than actually reality, because thoughts can be real by virtue of faith or fear. And if you don't believe that, that's your opinion, but I'm going to write it down and you're going to hear it, and it just is what it is. I encourage you to respect perceptions, perspectives, to analyze not just yours, but the universal truth of things, so that you will truly know the true nature of what something is, not what your perception says it is. And in being in conjunction with that universal truth of what a situation may be, or what an object may be, or whatever the outcome of a situation would be, you will have a more positive, encouraging, successful, happy life. And as always, that's my whole point in sharing this stuff. Perceptions. Make sure yours is in line with what is true, not just what you feel. Okay? To enlighten, to encourage, to educate, or at the very least to entertain. So, it's the Guru. It's Rock. It's your wisdom of the day for July 16th. Peace out.